And we're looking at an algebra problem. This is a pretty straightforward algebra problem asking us just to solve an equation. So it says, what is the solution to this equation? And we're looking to solve for the variable d. So we want d equals something. First thing that we're going to do is just apply our distribution here. We're going to distribute 3 through this expression. So we'll get 3 times, and I'll bring it down here. We get 3 times 2/5 is 6/5 plus 2/3 d. So that's 3 times 2/3 d. Well, the numerator and denominator will cancel, so we will get 2d, because we'll have 3 on the top and the bottom, equals 2/3 minus 2d. So now we're just going to combine our like terms. So I'm going to add 2d to both sides, and I'm going to subtract 6/5 from both sides. So we end up with 4d on the left equals 2/3 minus 6/5. Now we need to give a common denominator to these fractions in order to combine them. So we'll get 4d equals 2/3 times 5/5, because we're just multiplying each fraction by 1, but we're using the denominator of the other fraction as our denominator for 1. So we get 5/5 minus 6/5 times 3/3. So that puts everything in 15ths. 4d equals 10/15 minus 18/15. Okay, so now that is equal to -8/15. Okay, so now we just have 4d equals -8/15. Looks like we're now on track because the denominator is 15ths for all of these. And so now we just divide both sides by 4. So d equals -8/15 divided by 4. So what's 1/4 of -8/15? That would be -2/15. Because we simply need to divide the numerator by 4. If you want to think of it, you can also think of this as -8/15 over 4/1. So that would be, so then you would flip and multiply. So you multiply by the reciprocal, okay, which would make it -8/15 times 1/4, which equals -8/60, and then you're just going to reduce, and that ends up being -2/15.